Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Mortanius, and we're back with some more Horizon Zero Dawn on the PS5. Time of recording is 12 a.m. Tuesday, September 24th, 2024. Tried to do this last night, ran through a whole episode. For some reason, apparently, Twitch had disconnected me and never actually let me know. But luckily, this is why you make backup saves, to solve that exact problem. So here we are, back where we reloaded last night. As I was saying last night, when we had last left off, we had managed to finally catch up to Olin's family, rescue them, return them, and leave them to hash out whatever issues they have. Then we ended up meeting what's the particular set of words I want to use? What Puckish Rogue. There we go. Puckish Rogue. Excuse me. A Puckish Rogue, apparently, who was in the process of bandit hunting. Okay, that's not something to grab. It's just a part of the structure. Understood. And now, apparently, he wants to meet up with us again at some point or another, but just after that, we ended up getting a call. An interesting call by somebody who apparently wants to help us at best and manipulate us at worst, we'll have to see. So if you folks like what you see and want to see more of me as we head on to the main mission known as Maker's Inn, give me a like, follow, subscribe here on YouTube or both. Drop a comment, check out some of the other playlists, share around some of the other playlists, bang the bell. Follow the links to my Twitch to get to my YouTube. Follow the links to my YouTube to get to my Twitch. And wherever you folks happen to be, have yourselves a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, and get comfortable. Let's get into this. Discovered something last episode. I think it's pointless though, never mind. If I'm able to use my focus to say spot a bonfire, I can register it. Even if I'm not immediately right there. But I have a theory and I'm not sure. But I want to test it out to see if I could see a bonfire potentially very far off and might be able to do something with it. Behemoth. Excuse me. Charges and overruns targets with its great bulk or uses lifting engines to launch rocks at range. That thing is going to be a problem. I don't think we have what we need to kill it. And then there's the second one. So, that's going to be a problem.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's going to be a problem, yeah. In severe need for medical resources. Okay. Yeah, okay. Wanted to be sure. That bottom one is my backup. And it has officially served us well. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess on PS5, Twitch doesn't tell me if I'm disconnected. Xbox does. but
Might need that.
my system still had me as like broadcasting whenever I look at the broadcast function for a PS5. But whenever I would open the Twitch app, it didn't show me active, and it showed what stream had been recorded, which was like 11 minutes. Showed that. Yeah, and it's got a loot container on its belly. Saw that last time too. It has my attention, but there's two of them, and then one of them other things. We don't really need them problems. If it was by itself, I wouldn't complain. I'm missing all my health items, really, but I still wouldn't complain. Run, boy, run. Damn. You know what?
I'm ready.
Charger's ready to run.
Yep. Sorry about that.
Cannot escape our grasp.
Come on, y'all can destroy
Got
it,
you
right?
located.
Oh, okay, they didn't found me. They're about to destroy my ride. You know, fantastic.
But not the ancients buried in the ground.
Can't afford any more losses. Fine.
Gotta get the demons freezing before the ground freezes again.
Yeah. There we go. There we go. That's why I brought y'all over here. Save yourself. Save yourself.
Come on. Damn, missed.
Discovered something else too. I'll show you momentarily.
Ugh.
What it is these gaps actually matter, especially for somebody of Aloy's size. She can actually sleep in between them.
You will
And
not
he can
escape
see
me.
through holes in the ceiling. Or the floor, I guess, for him. He actually spotted me last time. Do what? Do what? Good lord. Can I? Because that is not happening. Echo shells and raccoon skins. Wow, I'm one short on both. Ugh. Sorry about that, had a bit of an adjustment to make. Now, let's go looting. Okay. Got stuck on them icicles that I wasn't trying to burst through. An ancient black bracelet, Wouldn't happen to have a set of hands and like 12 numbers on it, right? Good thing we picked up that skill. There we go. I'm like, there was a bunch of them over here. Well, where is all my loot?
Should
I
have
didn't
brought a
sit there.
cart.
I mean, I knew it wouldn't matter, but I figured why not? Machine scavenger box. What is that? Machine resources. Extracted by skilled hunters. Sparker, huh? Monorail.
Itches.
Yeah, I don't know what this actually is. It's a wall. Okay. Back and to the right. Wait, hold up. Where is that? I want to test out my theory. If I can just see it, even if I'm not in range of it, can I register it? It has been scanned. It does not work that way. Okay. It's not so much that it's important, but you never know when you have some of them instances where you might just need to, excuse me, where you might just need to deviate a bit.
Right where he said it would be.
Yeah, you definitely want something. And you definitely want me to pay the utmost attention. We'll see if it's worth it.
Not a bad selection. I'll put those to use. Why are you doing this?
Because I want you to succeed. Good hunting. We'll talk later.
Wait! Damn him.
You know what's funny? Excuse me. Last episode I mentioned I didn't expect him to actually still be listening right at that point. That's funny. I don't think Aloy did either. Up here, up here. Quit trying to get me to save over that other file. Ugh. All right. Metallurgic. Metallurgic International.
Corrupted watchers. Acting as guards.
Don't, Bubba. I said
The
don't.
Eclipse and corrupted machines. Cooperating. One happy family.
It makes perfect sense that poison would stick with more poison. Why not? It'd be weird if they didn't. Maybe I'm shorter than the bushes. What do y'all think? Just maybe. Frustrating, I need to use this bow when I'm supposed to be using these arrows for hunting machines. Hold up. Shadow, sharp shot, arrow. The harvest arrows are all around us. So are my heart, but my hard points are better. The hell? Hold up. Yeah, see, it does not hit hard. It is mainly meant for, I think it's mainly meant for legitimately like light targets, or it's mainly meant for like elemental combat. Not like, they have a bow that they mention is meant for elemental combat. Not like that one, like all around. But this one comes off like it's outright meant for like situation. You don't really use it for deep combat, you use it to put your enemy like at certain disadvantages, or at least it is on this difficulty. Hmm.
Heard something above.
Did you though?
Are you gonna hide like a coward?
I'll do the first thing. Second thing, no, I'll leave that to you. There we go. See, you did it.
These dig sites, they're massive.
Did somebody say something over there? What was that? My issue is I don't know if she can knock arrows fast enough to kill both of them. Damn it. There's two of them. Hold on. I need the other one's face. That is not good enough. What are you two? You're one of those. You're not cool. Your ass is grass, bro.
Intruder!
And what? Gotta come off that focus to let her knock fast enough. It was actually a good run. Last time things kept getting noisy.
I'd have to ditch something.
Sometimes it was me, sometimes the game was pulling something weird. More often, no, it was me, unfortunately. This is, I'm starting to think this is one of them games I cannot really afford rust on. Especially if the sequel is going to be a thing, and it's most definitely going to be a thing. I mean, I guess we can hunt small game. Damn. What the? Wait, is it not? What? Huh? I legitimately don't know if that was me, if that was supposed to be the game, or if I'm not supposed to be able to shoot them with my arrows. Because last night I was hunting them with my spear. Jesus. Hunter arrow. Hardpoint hunter arrow. I think the hunter arrows was what I was using initially, and the hard points are for like softer machines, basic watchers and the like. Hard points are for chunkier enemies, more easily removes machine parts. So yeah, it's the hunter arrow. That is the basic ammo. I actually forgot that hard point was for chunkier machines, but you can use it as like a speed, like machine damage bow for like Stalkers. We can just unload these arrows into them. It's not gonna do a great deal of damage, but you can get a bunch of fire down range quickly. High precision but low damage for removing machine parts. Oh, okay. And this actually increases the yield of what you harvest if you use these arrows to knock stuff off, huh? All right. We will have to check that out. Can't do nothing with that skill point, huh? That's fine. Not what I meant to do. Oop. And there's still another area I gotta clear out too. Whoa. I just now remembered. Yeah, there is quite a bit more to do. Hey, buddy.
All these ruins. What did the old ones do here?
Truth, it was this area that caused the most problems. Don't fall. I think they have his loot on the ground. It's just showing that the icon is here, but I think there's loot on the ground. They saw that? I mean, I figured somebody over there would, but they did?
Getting soaked from melted snow.
Corruptor. They can't actually be hacked. Never checked that.
Well, here I am.
Talking
A
about
corruptor. That might prove a challenge.
That Nora's above us!
That Nora's in your face.
Anyone see anything?
If anybody saw anything, they're probably not in a sharing mode.
Got him over here. Show them the power of shadow. You're finished. Your end is coming.
You say that. We'll see.
Ah!
You can't interrupt her attack. Good to know. I'm legitimately surprised it's leaving me alone. Relatively. Yeah, see, I was right. So I get you. Okay. So that was separate loot. I saw it when I was
So much
down
for being
here.
careful.
Oh, but I can actually get it. Cool. Sorry about that. Throat decided to choose now to say stop in the name of moisture. And then I said cool. And it said we'll see. See what I mean? With my spear. Got me wasting ammo hunting these damn things. Oh. Wait a minute. Really now?
What have they been uncovering here?
Or is it just pick the stuff up and it's gonna loot from there? Yep. Huh. Never actually noticed that. She actually goes ahead and takes off the piece that you didn't get. But my question is, do you get it all that way, or do you get more if you separate the piece from the creature before you destroy it? I'm assuming you get more if you do it beforehand. Which would make sense. It's like you, like the resources that you want actually absorb some of the brunt of the attack. I did not mean to call my broadhead or strider, whichever one I wanted to use, that actual whistle. The main point was to see my health bar. Yeah, see. Only thing you can do without having to waste an object or call your creature. Yeah. Alright. I was trying to leave without saying goodbye, folks. I am so sorry. Oh, the travesty you must have felt. The betrayal. Trust me, this hurt me more than it hurt you. You think, other people would be collecting the skins as well. Oh, they do. Bony meat and whatnot. I probably just haven't noticed it.
An explosion.
Thunderheads. Rocky Mountain Thunderheads. Being near Colorado works out oh so perfectly for us, doesn't it?
Another explosion.
Roll.
Rotate turret! And fire! All weapons operational. Time to get it moving, and be quick about it.
And a level of bullshit. Cauldron, none. Override, impossible. Unearthed ancient weapon platform, built to deliver overwhelming force prone to overheating. Makes you wonder if it's based on overheating because of it being so old, or if it was just prone to overheating, period.
No daydreaming. Soon this demon will be up and running. Another Deathbringer to fill out the ranks. My focus. It stopped working.
I've disabled his focus. This doesn't do.
I'll handle it. Steam's blasting out. I wonder if those are weak points.
my eye off of you. What the fuck is that? That is? Go then. Oh, I just took the thing out and it hurt. I figured that damage was going to catch up with it, but I wish I could switch shoulders. This is killing me. Sorry about that. Saved my chest, my neck, my back. Oh my god. What? Nothing is left behind. That was from a different corpse, I guess. Completely out of healing. I'll have to make some. Maybe. What? Wait, what is it trying to get me to do? Kill the cultists in the Deathbringer. The Deathbringer's dead. Where are the cultists? Insanity to bring death to the Deathbringer. At no time. You are a mere mortal. That is a god. There you are. Dude, what? Oh no. One of two things happened. Wait. His awareness is fading. He had awareness of me. And it drew his attention a minute ago. I don't know how. It drew his attention, otherwise it would be fading. What I need from you is to work your way back up here somehow, my friend. How? I don't know. That's what I need from you. Or the game needs to let me go after you, because either it activated somebody down there, oh no. Ah, son of a bitch. Well, they're gonna make me do this again. And what's irritating is it shows once you get close enough that you can go. Basically, it's showing the icon for going on ahead. Or that's the icon for saying stay here. Ugh. So yeah, I guess either he fell through the world or it inadvertently activated another one. That irritates the hell out of me. Now I gotta kill this thing again.
Soon this demon will be up and running. Another deathbringer out the ranks. My focus. It stopped working.
I've disabled his focus. This is empty.
I'll handle it. Steam's blasting out. I wonder if those are weak points.
Set the trap. Oh, anticipation. Yeah, I'm fine with that. That started out weird. Irritates me though, because, you know, finished it.
All weapons operational. Time to get it moving. And be quick about it. No daydreaming. Soon this demon will be up and running. Another deathbringer. My focus. It stopped working.
I've disabled his focus. This is empty.
I'll handle it. Steam's blasting out. I wonder if those are weak points.
dumb, but I'm not stupid.
Hitting that thing really hurt it.
I mean, considering it's one of those real soft spots, it should. You also have to wonder if the environment kept that thing cool. Like gave it more time. Yes.
Did it. Those things pack a punch. All right. That Eclipse officer had a focus. Let's see what's on it.
Nope. Okay, him. I don't want to do that yet. It'll initiate a cutscene and it won't force me to head down, but I don't want to do that yet. I'm like, come on now. You know why I came back this way.
Snow. It's not getting any warmer out here.
Nope. Fire coil, corruption coil, fire coil, machine core large, Deathbringer lens, metal vessels, and metal burn. All right. You know, you always want to see what a post-apocalypse looks like, but you'd end up having to live through a post-apocalypse to do it.
Let's see what you have to say. What is this?
The entity lives. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
What the hell was that? Hades? Hey! Mysterious stranger, did you see that? No answer, huh? Figures. Things just keep getting stranger. I need to find a way inside the tower.
Blast looked like it had enough force to take the head off. This almost looks like a potential arena or testing zone. It may well be what this was. I didn't even think about that. Out of healing items again.
Looks tight, but I can squeeze through.
Well, no, I'm actually better off this time. But then I also had to use my plants. But I'm still better off because I didn't have enough plants to make that, to follow the same argument.
Hold for identiscan.
One of these again.
Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. Please step inside.
Makes perfect sense to me. We're here to fix the problem with our file. If we're here, the only reason we could be here is to fix the problem with our file, so the system is still going to register the problem with our file. It's probably got like a 80% and up rate allow entry kind of thing. Because otherwise, why would you be here? And then that scan is automatically going to pick up that there's something wrong with your file, the same way all other scans will. So of course, it wouldn't let you in the basic sense. It would have to accept that there's a flaw with the system, obviously.
You are 355,510 days overdue for your meeting with Mr. Farrell. Please proceed to the 35th floor.
Wait. 350,000. That's hundreds of years ago. What's going on?
For reference, that's 974 calendar years. Now you got me wondering what 1,000-year-old alcohol is like. It's going from something extremely standard like Coronas or something like that, and then straight into 200-year-old brandy did not hit well with me immediately back in the day. So what would that be like? Still wonder if somebody comes in here without a focus, would they see any of this stuff? Would they just see a bunch of frozen, like, dark stuff like you would here? Or like you do here? You know what I'm saying? Just nothing.
The protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, quantum encryption, black quartz stuff, way beyond military grade. That's what you demanded. So that's what we delivered.
You don't code something you can't crack. All we need is a backdoor. Upload the latest service pack update and the problem goes away.
You specifically forbade us from leaving anything resembling a backdoor in code. Every protocol to Black Quartz standard. Your words. Look, if you need me to fudge some projections, it's nothing we haven't done before.
I don't need fudged projections. I need a way to reassert control over the Hearts Timor swarm.
I don't know what to tell you, Ted. You're asking the impossible.
So, codes. They needed codes of some kind to control the machines. But they got out of control. Sounds bad.
So, you lost control of the machines. You designed them with extreme levels of encryption and no backdoor. Here's hoping to God you got hit in the mouth on the daily for that. Both of you. Is he really asking me to make sure that the machines are unstoppable? Yes, you moron. Are you really going to do it? Apparently so. And then he'll open his mouth. You don't pay me to ask questions. You don't pay me to question you. You pay me to get results. Alright? I guess I don't pay you to use the thing between your ears, but I guess we'll be ignoring that part, huh? I don't pay you for judgment, which is exactly what he more than likely wanted. Somebody he wouldn't have to pay for judgment. Somebody who would just do what he wanted. To the point of being like a genie, giving him exactly what he asks for, with no real detail. Do you want me to make machines impossible to stop even by me? Yes, I do. Okay. You want me to make machines impossible to stop even by you? Yeah. Okay. No problem, boss. I'll get that done, and I'll see you next week at the local business gathering. Sarah had some of that smoked cabbage last year. It was the business. Yep. Catch it in. As far as I'm concerned, people like that should never be given access to anything. Getting the pacifier took out of your mouth is too much, apparently.
I can always use these.
Always and forever.
A Deathbringer. Or a statue of one, anyway. A machine built to kill.
A model.
Honored it?
Welcome to Faro Automated Solutions, where all the problems of tomorrow are being solved today. With over 25,000 human employees based in nations and corporate holdings across the globe, Faro leads the world in every sector of self-sustaining, fully automated technology. From revolutionary consumer products close to home, like the Faro Focus, to the dynamic Chariot line of peacekeeping robots halting bloodshed in conflict zones across the globe, Faro remains committed to making the future smarter, brighter, safer, and always surprising. Faro Automated Solutions. For every problem of life, a smart solution.
So they made the Focus. 25,000 people? That's bigger than a tribe. So they made machines and devices. I guess those things were common in their world.
Many things were common in our world, Aloy, so much so that there are times we idiotically throw stuff away that we still have quite a bit of use for. Makes you wonder if this is just a shell and it's actually functional as a miniature. You just like take all of the tech outside and leave it separately in multiple places around the facility. Then when something or someone tries to infiltrate and it's just bad enough, you hit the switch in Faro's office and out of nowhere the Planeteers pop up and throw out the "with our powers combined." Reception log. Quest, the text data point quests. Okay. July 7th, 2064. 9:54 a.m. Field Commandant. I want to say it's Dang, but it may be Dang. I'll just go with Dang for now. Field Commandant Dang of the Indo-Malay Agricultural Combine arrived with his delegation. Refreshments to be served before their 10:15 a.m. sales representation on the Chariot line. Per instructions, food will be vegetarian only. Some vegetarian food is tolerable, most is not. 10:07 a.m. Sander Agnew, Vice President of Territorial Integrity from Fresh Grounds Coffee Global, arrived with his entourage. Refreshments to be served before that 10:30 a.m. sales presentation on the Chariot line. Per instructions, we'll use Fresh Grounds Tacoma blend, no artificial creamers. 10:12 a.m. That happened. Called security and janitorial to clean up the coffee that was spilled. Actually, more like thrown. I wasn't aware that the Indo-Malay Combine grows coffee beans, and a Fresh Grounds acquisition team, quote unquote, has tried to take their field by force repeatedly. I think Commandant Dang had Agnew by the hair for a second there. Who schedules these things? I'm going to drop a line into sales. This can't happen again. Well, it depends. Did you have a troll? You have somebody who was ignorant? Or did you have somebody who had a plan? It then depends on what that plan is, though. But they're coming to y'all for a reason. Chariot line? I don't know if I think we've heard that reference before, but no details on it.
What was this place? What were they doing here?
It was a corporation. A group of people not unlike a tribe. And they made machines.
Yeah, go on.
I've uploaded some data files to your Focus. They'll help you understand.
Whoa. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Dude is just dumping. Well, first let's go through this in sequence, huh, Aloy? That's the polyphasic entangled waveforms that they were talking about. Yep. Black quartz stuff, way beyond military grade. That's what you demanded, so that's what we delivered. Stupid. The AI, or was it an AI? No, it was a hologram. It better not be an AI. We're dealing with enough of this shit as it is. So these four, yeah, okay, that's what I was hoping. I wanted it to be these. Definition: corporation. Corporation, noun. Corporation. Shan/shin/shon. An association of individuals created under authority of law, having existence, powers, and liabilities distinct from those of its members. In a business sense, a corporation is usually owned by shareholders through the sale or distribution of stock, who profit from such ownership, vote at designated times for its governance, and designate executives who run its affairs. Most corporations engage in one or more industries to produce goods or offer services for profit, and may in turn own other corporations, companies, or properties as holdings. FRS, or FAS, Faro Automated Solutions. FAS is an American multinational corporate entity that produces robots for all walks of life, though its core business consists of military and defense contracts. You know, that's probably why that, I wouldn't be surprised if that might be why the whole coffee thing just went down, the whole two groups fighting. Since they're both there for the Chariot line, or at least to look at it. As a 2063, FAS is ranked number one among the Fortune 5 by gross revenue and profit for 10 years in a row, a world record. Founded by in 2033 by Theodore Ted Faro, an entrepreneur from Salt Lake City, Utah. The company developed several promising robot prototypes in its early years, but failed to break into markets dominated by then industry giants like General Synthetics and Recorp. Sorry about that. Then changed in 2038 with the debut. This changed in 2038 with the debut of the Ifrit line of levitating. Oh, Ifrit. Interesting. Ifrit as in like the, what was it, like a fire demon or fire spirit? Ifrit. It's spelled different, obviously, but, or Fred. Maybe. Line of levitating personal, okay, it's probably Fred, line of levitating personal servitors, which generated exceptional sales, lifting the company onto the Fortune 50 for the first time. Profits tripled in 2040s as the company's environmental efforts, led by famed engineer Elizabeth Sobek, catapulted FAS to the head of that sector. In 2049, in the wake of successful green and climate cleanup efforts around the globe, worldwide approval ratings of FAS exceeded 90%. And founder Ted Faro was hailed across media and social networks as the man who saved the world. Yet it was the emergence of FAS as a military contractor in the late 40s that cemented its status as the world's wealthiest corporation with a record market capitalization of over $23 trillion. Damn. By 2055, FAS controls 61% of the market share for automated military platforms, holding contracts with 353 nations, transgovernmental organizations, and corporate entities. Today, its holdings exceed the second largest corporation, FB Mobile, HAL Global. Okay? By 321%. That FB Mobile must be like, that HAL part has my attention. They're probably like hologram makers or something. Check one thing. Want to be sure. It's been a while since I've had to think about it. The amount of countries we have range from 193 to 237, depending on who you ask. Meaning, they've either found new places or there's been a lot of breakaways. 353 nations. That is wild. Okay. Ted Faro. Theodore Ted Faro, born December 24, 2013, is an American entrepreneur and business magnate. He is the founder of Faro Automated Solutions, the world's largest corporation of all time. Let me see one thing. Okay. Wanted to see if the release date for the game lined up with his birthday. It doesn't. It's at least another 4 years until the game was released. Born December 24th, a Christmas Eve baby. Jesus Christ. A Christmas Eve baby ended the world classic. December 24th, 2013, is an American entrepreneur and business magnate. He is the founder of Faro Automated Solutions, FAS, the largest corporation of all time, the world's wealthiest individual, and the first ever trillionaire, born and raised in Salt Lake City, Utah. Oh wow, first ever trillionaire. He enrolled at the University of California, LA, where he studied business for 2 years before dropping out in 2033 to start FAS. And though it struggled at first, the company broke through at the end of the troubled 2030s with its popular lines of personal servitors and bodyguard bots, and exploded with its famous line of green robots that when this famous line of green robots led the race to solve the climate crisis during the 2040s clawback. At the end of that decade, FAS opened a military defense branch, dominating the world market for automated military platforms by 2053. The success of FAS has made Mr. Faro the world's best-known businessman, one of its most sought-after speakers, and major voice in politics, culture, and international affairs. I don't doubt it. He has military contracts, and he's probably the only one. I haven't heard anybody else doing military contracts other than him. Elizabeth Sobek. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. Elizabeth Sobek, born March 11, 2020, 3 years after the game, so still doesn't count, is an American scientist, roboticist, and engineer widely regarded as one of the greatest minds of the 21st century. Born and raised outside Carson City, Nevada, she enrolled at Stanford University at age 13, earning a BS in experimental physics and computer science at age 16. Damn. She completed a PhD in robotics and artificial intelligence design at Carnegie Mellon University in 2040 and joined Faro Automated Solutions as a junior scientist the same year, rising quickly to chief scientist at the age of 22. You got to be careful with people like that, good, bad, and in between. They can end up being very dangerous or very helpful, or both. Over the next 8 years, her green robot designs played a vital role in realizing the environmental cleanup and detoxification efforts of the clawback decade. Propelling FAS to the forefront of its field, in 2048, she suddenly resigned from FAS, protesting the company's pivot to automated military technologies. Smart move, I would have too. In 2049, she founded Miriam Technologies, a firm devoted to life-positive robots and other technologies. Miriam has since become one of the world's largest suppliers of green robots, winning numerous awards and accolades, including the 2053 Nobel Prize for Physics and the 2056 Rachel Carson Award for Environmental Progress. Nobel Prize for Physics. What did you do to further physics that got you the Nobel Prize? It's not to say she shouldn't have got it. I have no idea one way or the other. She, based on those credentials, it sounds to me like she earned every single drop. I'm like wondering, what does she do in terms of like robots? What were they like floating or something? So Pharaoh made machine robots. She made those ones. Were those ones helping us at any point? Could they still be around? Would we trust them if they were? Could we trust them if they were? Because you're still dealing with machines. You never know when a machine might hit that paradox point where it cannot compute. Straight up.
Now, I know this must seem like a bizarre change in direction. I mean, we're Faro Automated Solutions, right? #1 robotics firm in the world. Why would we clear our production slate to fabricate human-operated vehicles and weapon systems, the relics of the past? All I can say at this juncture is... trust me. We will be exploiting a massive, growth opportunity by retooling and reallocating capacity according to my plan. So I will need revised projections of mass fabrication velocity across every pipeline within 36 hours.
So they were making machines, then they stopped to make other kinds of weapons? Why?
I was right. Got out of hand, he lost control of the machines, and at least in some way, shape, or form, he was trying to put people back in the chairs so he could stop the machines. It obviously didn't work. Here we are. But then again, it might have, because here we are. So, same time, I don't know. But yeah, dude was hedging his bets. Some way, shape, or form. He needed humans to be fighting again. He knew he lost control of that swarm, but it doesn't say whether that swarm was attacking or if he just lost control of it.
The air. There's no smell to it. Not even Old Death. Nothing natural.
And impressively sealed up. Potentially hadn't even been seen by anything outside for an extremely long time. Okay. Yeah, and then we came into a classroom with red lights. At least I think this is the classroom. Or no, this looks like a lab. Yeah. Well, I mean, it might be a science class. I see an area like that in my mind and my brain. It's like different kind of research. It might be more important kind of thing. Could just as easily be that it's they're just doing an experiment that works best at this light, or just doing an experiment that I don't know, one of them's eyes are hurting. Their eyes are hurting. It's easier just to work at that moment. Or it's just early. They keep the lights down low like that until they all wake up, perk up, and get ready to go. Then they'll flip the standard lights on.
Another cave-in. But I could get through.
That's the kind of warning you get whenever an RPG tells you you're about to hit a point of no return, or you're about to hit an extremely important pivotal moment. It's times like this that you should save your game. What? Oh, okay. That was that one. Huh. Okay, this is no complaint or reply from a complaint from Jay Friedkin to receptions. A reception, if that is your real name. Want to know who scheduled Endo Malay right next to Fresh Grounds? That would be me, Senior VP of Sales. Want to know why? After that little hair pulling incident, both sides increased their bids by 40%. Yep, I was right. Okay. I'll explain. Because your receptionist level brain probably requires it. Those two sides are fighting. And what do we sell? That's right. Combat machines. We want them to hate each other. So they will try to fight each other with what? That's right again. Combat machines. which they will pay us a lot of money for. So I suggest you go back to serving coffee with a blank smile and let me do my much more complicated job. Thanks a bunch, Mr. Friedkin, to you. Okay, yep, he's an asshole. And he doomed the world. He said more money, and they'll be fighting. He's one of those people. Let's give both sides resources, create a stalemate. That way, not only does it never end, and not only does it cause it to where they don't wipe each other out, but it effectively never ends. And they'll always be buying more and more resources from us. Why cure their disease when we can give them a vaccine and build them for a lifetime? Gravity. I say thee nay.
I'll bet I can use that as a ramp to get back up.
Ah, okay. Back down here with the robot. Hit you with the Assassin's Creed 2. Bene. I'll way back up if I fall.
Looks like I can climb here.
Nuh-uh. That's not what that is. Why are you seeing stuff? Hallucinating ass girl. Need to stop smoking some of that Nora Delight. That's what your problem is now. Every time you get hurt, you want to smoke something. You're going to have to deal with it because we're out.
Made it.
Other than training, now we all know where all them parkour skills come from. Constantly high as a damn kite. That looks like progress, and I'm not doing it. The hell is that? Oh, a terminal. It's just a terminal from another angle. What's up with the music? It's like I'm getting combat music. Spiritual Summit. From Ted Faro to Paula Vasara. Paula Vasara. No, it's probably Paula. Paula. Recent events have sharpened my perspective, and I think that I and FAS in general have been neglecting the spiritual side of things. Not under any specific religious framework, of course, but in a more general sense, as in not giving enough thought to our shared values, hopes, and aspirations for the afterlife. I'd like you to reach out to religious leaders of every stripe with the intention of scheduling a conference soon. Very soon I'll have more thoughts about the agenda later, but for now, let's put some feelers out there, put out some feelers and see if we can lock something in. Make it a big tent, no kiosks or no kooks, but anyone with a credible audience. Let's go to Lux, make it clear we spare no expense. Ted. I can see that. It's not that he's trying to be spiritual, he's just trying to make sure that we stay connected to what makes us human. This is probably after he's made the mistake of making the damn robots. This kind of concept is pretty easy for us to pick up on. Aloy, it's obviously new for her. She's still, 18, I think, 18, 19? And she's not used to this. She went from living by herself and basically her father to, oh my God, the world needs me to keep it from dying. She's not dead yet, so she's doing quite well. FAS campus log. FAS campus security log. Whoa. High priority alert. Automated log note. All non-essential systems have entered hibernation. High priority alert. Automatic log note. Full lockdown has been initiated. High priority alert. Due to the increasing frequency of violent protests targeting the campus, the security of FAS employees can no longer be guaranteed. Therefore, we have taken the difficult decision to shutter this facility indefinitely. Staff will be briefed on a block-by-block basis regarding proper procedure for archiving and/or disposal of project-related data and materials. HiSec and a crisis team will then conduct exit review before all areas are locked down. High priority alert. Priority messaging to all staff in E and F blocks. Treat the current lockdown situation as an exercise, but do not attempt to release the hatches or otherwise exit the buildings. High priority alert. A reminder that while HiSec personnel remain committed to employee safety during the current unfortunate events, personal firearms must be relinquished when presenting for Identiscan. High priority alert. Additional public access roads en route to the campus have now been closed to relieve waiting time at the outer security cordons. HiSec reminds all staff that the campus remains off limits to the public. High priority alert. Following recent campus security issues, all staff are reminded they're presenting for Identiscan and displaying your security badge prominently at all times for image analytics and are both mandatory. High priority alert. In light of recent acts of terrorism directed at the rapid transit system, HiSec now offers a Big Brother initiative to accompany staff traveling from off-site. Sign up is required and strongly encouraged. 48 more entries in high priority. Additional entries corrupted.
So people were angry at Faro, at the corporation. They blamed this place for something. Something bad.
I like that. She'll actually read the text ones too. Huh. I don't know if I've seen her do that.
Looks like the way up. What's left of it.
Oh well. You're gonna have to give me a minute. Really need to find a place to save. Really do. Looks like another hologram room. Holoprojector. Standard holoprojection device embedded in a molded plastic pedestal. Let's do it.
The BOR-7 Horus. Imagine your complete engagement ecosystem comprehensively managed by a high-speed...
What the fuck?
The BOR-7 Horus. Imagine your complete engagement ecosystem comprehensively managed by a high-speed learning machine network. Whether your need is to replace battlefield losses or intensify force projection, the Horus's onboard manufacturing capabilities mean you'll never get stuck waiting for the next arms delivery. Simply redefine your force parameters, and the Horus will fabricate additional units to fill the ranks for an affordable per-unit licensing fee. Meanwhile, the biomass conversion systems of other Chariot line models allow them to keep the Horus fueled, repaired, and ready, extending its operational tolerances beyond that of any competing Titan-class platform. That's the Horus advantage. Always regulating, always ready. The future of automated warfare made real today.
The Metal Devil. So these were Faro machines too. Manufacturing capabilities. They can make more of themselves. Then how would you ever stop them?
No, you didn't just fucking tell me. These things can make more of themselves, and they never run out of fuel. So they're limitless in power. They're limitless in number. And the only thing standing between them and more of them is a bill. Simply redefine your force parameters. Biomass conversion system. So the entire Chariot line, or at least of other Chariot line models, allow them to keep the Horus fueled. These things are self-repairable, bro. If we didn't wipe ourselves out from this, it would have been a miracle. He doomed the world. That is somebody I would literally dangle upside down and take a sledgehammer to his nuts with utter glee. I'm not playing. I would literally call the planet out. We'd take turns. We'd have to stop people. He would need his rest. That is one instance that capital punishment would return with a vengeance and then go away like a thief in the night. Holy shit. You know, it's interesting they keep making it a point to mention Sobek. And then they made a clone of us, which is interesting.
Gonna be a long way up. Frozen metal most of the way. Not making this easy, Dr. Sobek.
Or a clone of her, I guess. Clone of us. This is wild.
If plants can find a way to hang on up here, guess I can too.
You're not a plant, but whatever works to get your psychology going, so long as you're not lying to yourself. Confidence is key. Delusion is something to stay away from entirely. I don't know what path to be taking. Well, I guess we'll take the one that looks like it's not gonna go to our destination. Oh, shit.
Frost on my eyelashes.
Well, cover your eyes and blink.
That began when they engaged in unauthorized offensive operations against robots and human personnel of the Hearts Timor Energy Combine. Now, I wish that I could relate that the crisis has been exaggerated, but it's not. The Peacekeepers have not responded to stand-down codes, and by all signs, they appear to be replicating at a precipitous rate. Now, what I can promise, can absolutely assure you, is that I am already devoting every possible resource towards reaching a speedy conclusion to this issue. So when you hear the bad talk about us against this company in the days, maybe weeks to come, just bear in mind that we will get past this. That a day's coming when none of this will matter.
Peacekeepers. That's what they called their machines. They were built for war, not peace.
Be careful with such distinctions, Aloy. You're young. You'll learn peacekeeping can mean quite a few things, like it or not. If you wipe out an entire valley of life, and all you hear is silence, is it not peaceful? It doesn't have to be liked. It doesn't have to be followed, but is it not peaceful? Reality rarely cares for such distinctions. We do.
No room.
Oh, you're grimy. That was a better potion. Wait a minute. Huh? No, it actually wasn't. Alright. It was the same. I must have just got some back. This episode's running kind of long, but there's a lot of lore. I'm interested as hell. Pharaoh is under my skin. If he was here, I'd chunk him off this roof after I interrogated him. And when I say chunk, he would be gone. There would be no conversation about it. As far as he thinks, we're all cool. I'll throw my spear in your gut on your way down. I'll actually spend the time crawling down to get it. It is of no consequence to me. It's always those people. Now he's gonna be wondering
I'd have to leave something else behind.
how he's gonna justify this. A lot of health items that I ended up getting. Just thought about it. I'm like, I probably got some boxes. Not mad about the health items, but I don't exactly need them right now. It is always beautiful to see how much detail they put into climbing now in games. It's actually done like so well. Oh, hey Lloyd, I just wanted to look into the elevator shaft. Didn't want to have to bother jumping back onto the wires and cabling, but I mean, fine. If that's what we're doing. Okay, look at that. There is no further up here. Aha, he, or thank you. Actually, there is. This game is killing me right now. It really is. I'm trying not to be taking paths to places unless they're like just exploratory. I'm not trying to finish this area. This is the largest structure we've been in so far, and it keeps going. And we're actually getting information. It's wild. It's crazy. It's like this place dealt with a blast. Doesn't surprise me considering the way the rest of the world looks, but it's weird. I almost kind of expect this place to not be untouched, but in better shape. That was an uncomfortable grab. Oh, so there's nothing. Understood. There's gravity, gravity, and more gravity. Looks like an impressive little room. Obviously an office, but like, whose? It don't look... Well, hold on. This is actually a nice sized room. This might be Pharaoh's office. 'Cause these are couches. Banda C incident. From Stacy Anders to Robert Risher. Subject Dolphin Vid. Bob, another problem to add to our big steaming pile. Apparently a fisherman in the Banda Sea captured video of a Hart's Timorous Horus unit refueling via biomatter conversion along the shoreline of Pulau Wetar. I never heard of those two places. That's definitely something to research. Those two places, actually. Just that place. Two names. On a pod of endangered dolphins, no less. Yep. Quite possibly the last of their kind. Yep. Not to get graphic, but it looks like what happens inside a blender as if the robot was whipping up a big pig swirling milkshake of dolphin chum. Yep. Our suppression team has scrubbed different 43 networks, but it's still propagating, so it's only a matter of time before it goes viral. A prepared statement feels grossly insufficient. Any suggestions? This one's a real stinker. Stacey Anders, VP PRFAS. Vice President of PR at Pharos Automated Solutions, huh? Uncomfortable. So that was before Pharaoh came clean. But I think about it, did he come clean or did he come clean to the people at his company? I think it was just at his company.
A way up. All it takes is a few good handholds.
Wild.
All right. Made it. Wonder what we'll find.
Okay. Wild, man. Someone knows of the Rockies. Not local, so I'm not sure. They are beautiful. Not surprising. I'm just noticing there's this glow up on the back of this thing. FAS Executive Data Storage. Secure 3 zettabyte storage rack. 6% power remaining.
Anything my focus could reveal.
A zettabyte is 1,000 exabytes, which is actually 1 billion terabytes or 1 trillion gigabytes. Jesus. Zettabyte is so large that it would take 1,000,000 supercomputers or 1 billion powerful home computers to store it. It's also equivalent to 660 billion Blu-ray discs, 333 million human brains. That's not bad. 333 million human brains.
Check the area with my focus.
I thought it would actually require more.
Maybe.
And 330 million of the world's largest hard drives. So for our next step is going to be the exabyte. EXA byte. Okay.
All data has been erased from this device. Do you wish to deploy Alpha privileges to recover purged data?
Oh yes,
Yes, I
believe
do.
A file has been recovered.
Okay.
Elizabeth, good to, it's been years.
Where's your legal team, Ted?
No need. I dropped all 18 lawsuits the moment you landed. I assume your data confirms this.
All right, this promises to be interesting.
Perhaps we could have lunch brought in. You know, get reacquainted.
I know you, Ted. You've screwed something up, something big, or you wouldn't have eaten the crow necessary to get me here. So spit it out.
There's a glitch in the chariot line.
Your killer robots?
Peacekeepers, yes, those.
So shut them down.
Obviously, Liz, we would, if we could. They're not responding.
Are you telling me a swarm has gone rogue, Ted?
It's worse than that.
Show me the data then. And I'll take that lunch. Alone.
Ted Faro brought Elizabeth Sobek here, but they hated each other.
Another file has been recovered.
You don't need to like each other to work with each other. Business is not always pleasure, Aloy. That's not how existence functions. That's interesting. It gives a kind of sense that there was something between them, not simply because he hit on her, but she sort of seemed not to take issue with the whole dinner, but she wanted to get she wanted to cut through the mustard. She wanted to get past the nonsense of why he was here. It was probably the potential of something in the past, but he was probably too focused on his military line. I can respect staying on your mission, staying on your purpose, especially if you trying to actually find somebody that you like and that actually respects you. You know, the last thing you want is for somebody to want to actually pull you off of your actual mission, because they'll hate that you moved, and you'll hate that they made you move.
This isn't a glitch. It's a catastrophe.
Fully aware. It's bad.
Bad?
Jesus, Les.
It's not bad, Ted. It's apocalyptic. You built a line of killer robots.
Peacekeepers.
That consume biomass as fuel.
In emergencies.
And you made them capable of self-replication.
Limited, self-manufacture, controlled.
Not anymore. The glitch severed chain of command. The only nation this swarm answers to now is itself.
You think I did?
Everything else is just food. And at the rate it's replicating, Ted, it will strip the Earth bare in 15 months. We're not talking fall of civilization. We're talking extinction.
I get it, Liz. So how do I stop it while it's contained?
It's not contained. It can't be.
You know what I mean.
Right. Before the truth gets out, you mean?
Liz, I will do anything you say. Keep working it, and whatever you recommend, I'll do.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Ted.
Interesting.
The Faro robots threatened all life on Earth, but somehow she defeated them. The world of the Old Ones fell, but life went on, or we wouldn't be here.
The final file has been recovered.
I have a theory as to why that is, but either he was extremely naturally self-centered, which wouldn't surprise me, or he was trying to say, look at the 25,000 who will be unemployed. Don't know why he's weighing them against the 8 whoever billion that are going to be eaten alive, but whatever. And then, did you hear that hamstering he was doing? You designed them to consume biomass and limited in emergencies. Like, look at this. Peacekeepers that consume biomass as fuel in emergencies. You mean when it chooses for an emergency to exist? We set up parameters for that to be emergencies. All it has to do is just say all those parameters are considered emergencies. Look, problem solved. You made them capable of self-replication, limited self-manufacture, controlled. Machines making machines, robots making robots. That's just stupid. Glitch severed chain of command. The only nation the swarm answers to is itself. Everything else is just food. Whoo! Yep. Top of this building if you could not be useful to me. Me or the rest of the world. You better figure it out.
Project Zero Dawn. Jesus, Liz. There has to be another way.
If there were a nicer way to fix your mess, I would have proposed it.
But this? When I asked you to find a cure, I didn't expect it to be worse than the disease.
It's not, Ted. It may be grim, but it's our only chance. Now sign the proposal.
Sign it? I can't sign that.
Yes, you can.
That?
Liz, I cannot in good conscience sign that.
You've got a choice, Ted.
I know.
I'm speaking to you from a VTOL en route to U.S. Robot Command. In 15 minutes, I meet with General Harris and the rest of the Joint Chiefs.
What? Are you crazy?
Now your choice is what I tell them. Sign, and I'll tell them the wealthiest corporation on Earth has guaranteed the funds necessary to build Zero Dawn. Exactly as I've designed it. Or don't sign, and I will make sure they and everyone else on this planet knows the real cause of the glitch.
Jesus, Liz. You don't have to threaten me. I'll sign.
Look on the bright side, Ted. From here on out, you get to do what you've always been good at. Footing the bill while others get their hands dirty.
God forgive me.
Yeah, you see what I mean? It's one thing to hate him, obviously, for the extinction of humanity, but that is personal rage with that man. He definitely had something at some point, and yes, he was as stupid as I fucking thought. And she told him straight, "Look here, either sign this or the world knows that you ended it. It is what it is."
Made her solution so terrible. What did she do to stop the robots?
I once again have a theory.
Access detected. Express lift opened.
So that's what this was. She was using a hollow projector from that VTOL, and this was how he was seeing her. It's interesting. You think his focus would have did that, considering it does everything else for us. I mean, hell, we see digital people all the time in our focus.
This doesn't add up. Sobek couldn't have been my mother. She lived ages ago. All this searching, and I'm still no closer.
That's your reaction to everything you've just learned? To whine like a spoiled child?
You should really try talking that way to me face to face.
As you wish.
Yeah, look at that.
Do you really have no idea how monumental are the discoveries you just made, Aloy? I expected more of you.
So, you have a face. Got a name to go with it?
Of all the questions you could ask right now, that's the one you choose. I've spent decades searching the ruins of the old ones, trying to solve the mystery of what happened to them. For years, I've suspected that Faro robots destroyed their civilization, but I could never confirm it. And in minutes, you uncover more ancient knowledge than I have in a lifetime, and what you want to know is my name. Silence. That's my name. Now, why don't you try asking another question? Something less trivial.
That is, that's interesting. I didn't know he was actually in this game. Lance Reddick. It's too bad he ended up dying last year. Good voice actor. I think he's done like live action content as well. He was in Quantum Break. I do know that. That was a pretty good game. Definitely got to add that one to the list. But he was also the voice actor of Commander Zavala from Destiny. He's always been a pretty good one, though. But yes, I do see your point. And while at the same time he doesn't entirely understand, she's seeking answers about herself. She's also seeking answers about the reason the world is the way it is. The issue is that she's too distracted by her emotion. It's understandable that the pain would be there, but she is a little too distracted considering what it is she's learned right now.
All right, Silence. You've made your point. I came to these ruins hoping to learn more about this Elizabeth Sobek. And I have, but I still don't understand my connection to her. Or why the Eclipse is trying to kill me. Or who Hades is. No answers, just one question after another.
Exactly. Which is why it's time to expand your frame of inquiry. Only then will you see just how big your problems really are.
What exactly are you talking about?
You've chased a personal riddle into a crowd of larger mysteries. The common thread is your connection to Elizabeth Sobek.
But what is that connection? She couldn't have been my mother if she lived centuries ago.
We don't know the connection yet. The only way to find out is to keep going, to keep making discoveries. Thanks to you, we've only just now learned that Pharaoh robots once threatened to end life on Earth.
But it didn't happen. The Old One's civilization was destroyed, but life was saved.
Obviously. So, what did Elizabeth do? How did she stop the robots before all was lost?
What was Project Zero Dawn?
Exactly the question. Now, are you ready to go get the answer?
Of course I am.
Then why are you still standing here?
He is conveniently out of nowhere just, hey, I'm watching you, and come to find out you're exactly who I'm looking for, and come to find out you're exactly who I'm looking for, apparently. I guess we're both supposed to be needing each other or something?
Not so fast, Silence. You've got some explaining to do.
I've told you quite enough. If you still got questions, be quick about it and stop wasting my time.
Seemingly impatient type.
You said you've known for some time that Faro war machines destroyed the civilization of the Old Ones.
The evidence pointed that way. But until now, I never knew the full scope of their danger. That they could process organic matter into fuel, or that the Horus class could manufacture more robots. Like a cauldron on legs.
But the robots we've seen so far, the Corruptors and Deathbringers, they don't do those things.
Not yet, anyway. So far, we haven't encountered any that are undamaged. At full power, who knows what they're capable of?
Case in
Now,
point.
if that's enough talking, be on your way.
Oh no. I'm just getting started. You've been getting a free ride on my focus, risking nothing while I risk everything. All I have to do is deaf and dumb. So quit complaining and answer my questions.
Very well. Proceed.
Not gonna lie, that's an argument you couldn't get away with me, because there's only one of us who needs this focus more, Aloy, and it ain't him. But I hear you.
So far as I can tell, the Eclipse are just following orders. It's Hades who wants me dead. Who is he?
I don't know. The Eclipse describe him as a buried shadow, some kind of devil.
That thing that spoke to me outside, that made that focus explode. That was Hades? It didn't seem like a person or a machine. More like a phantom. With a terrible voice.
All that's certain is that he wants you dead.
Because of my connection to Elizabeth. Has to be.
Hades is using the Eclipse to resurrect Pharaoh robots.
But if Elizabeth found a way to stop them centuries ago, if she made special weapons, maybe Hades is worried I'll do the same thing.
In some of the ancient data I've recovered, there are hints of so-called super weapons being developed. Maybe to stop the robots, the civilization of the Old Ones had to destroy itself.
It's quite possible. They did mention nuclear weapons at one point or another while we were reading. If memory serves, it might be something from way back. But super weapons being developed, I don't know. I mean, we found back at the beginning of the game, we found that armor. But we still need to get access to that. I don't know if that's what he means, but he probably does, at least one of the things. But he's probably meaning something that, like, does a lot of damage over areas. Antimatter weapons, nukes, something.
Who are you, Silence? And what are your intentions?
You really need to make this personal? I'm a lone wanderer who left his tribe behind a long time ago. An explorer of forbidden places, a searcher of lost knowledge. Exactly as I said.
Why do you know so much about the Eclipse?
I happen to know a lot about a lot of things. If what you're really asking is whether I work for the Eclipse or anyone else, I don't. I'm nothing if not independent.
Yeah, you get that kind of sense. Don't really seem like the team player type. I can respect it.
You've been using my focus to spy on me. How is that possible?
Every focus emits a signal, a voice that only other focuses can hear. I know how to string those voices together, how to make them talk to each other, to communicate, even over vast distances.
How do you learn to do that?
Years of study and experimentation. In principle, it's not so different from how you override machines. I override focuses.
And you can spy through other Eclipse's focuses too.
Usually. All I'll say is that overriding the connections is complicated.
Interesting. Wonder if that's how Olin was being used.
Is there any chance that Elizabeth Sobek could still be alive somehow?
It's highly unlikely, but not impossible. Some of the ancient data I've recovered includes mentions of life extension techniques. Pharmaceuticals, mostly, an ancient word for medicine. But some were still trying to perfect ways of freezing and unfreezing people.
Freezing and unfreezing people?
Cryogenics, they called it. But there were problems with it. Given Elizabeth's technological acumen, I can't definitively rule out that she found a way to make herself immortal. But this is speculation. Wasting time.
That was interesting in the end. So wait, hold on.
Is there any...
It's highly unlikely, but not impossible. Pharmaceuticals, mostly, an ancient word for medicine. But some were still trying to perfect ways of...
Freezing and
Cryogenics, they called it. Given Elizabeth's technological acumen, I can't but...
Cryogenics. I could see that working for somebody. Don't know if they'd use it for her. I don't know if they could afford for her not to be working, especially with her needing Zero Dawn resources or whatever. But at the same time, like, maybe, I don't know. Maybe this might be one of them sort of hibernation kind of things where we find them later and have them teach us about the old world and help us potentially move better within it as we help them potentially move better within it, you know. Didn't expect them to come across the word pharmaceuticals, though. And then actually be able to pronounce it properly. And this time, go.
Elizabeth told Ted Faro she was headed for a place called U.S. Robot Command to tell people about Zero Dawn.
The place still exists as a ruin. The Oseram call it the Grave Horde.
Grave Horde? Cheery name.
You'll find it in the Eastern Mountains, buried under the tangled coils of a metal devil, or a BOR-7 Horus, rather, as we're learning to call them. I'll contact you when you get there.
I can't wait. Someday we'll meet in person, and your manners had better be improved.
See, I was right. I don't like people talking to me the way I don't like to be talked to. You don't know me. Girl is extremely sensitive. You gotta get heavy lifted so I can get down there to start getting double shot and triple shot. Being able to knock more arrows.
Well, getting down will be a lot faster than getting up here, at least. U.S. Robot Command next. To learn the secrets of Zero Dawn.
U.S. Robot Command, huh? That is gonna be interesting.
Here comes the snow.
It seems like he's done quite a bit of delving in and delving around ancient technologies and knowledge. It's actually pretty impressive just from that. Like, you have to wonder the stuff he's gotten his hands on. He's probably seen some crazy stuff. And then he says he was searching for a lifetime for the answers I got in a couple minutes. That's what I'm saying, Aloy. Like, your focus gives you an extreme advantage.
I regret this.
I'll let that rat be. It'll tell stories about what happened here today. You're mine, right? Because, I mean, it looked like it would have seen me, but yeah, it's mine. Okay. Definitely gonna have to see what's going on there. Alright, we'll hit up this Robin from the Rich mission next. So yeah, I was right. Which, I mean, in the end, it doesn't surprise me. Pharaoh was exactly who we all knew he was and who he really shouldn't have been. And he ended the world in some way, shape, and form. Sorry about that. And now we all have to pay for his crap. Fantastic. In some way, shape, or form, Sobek did manage to save the world, though. But I mean, maybe we did have to die first. It might have been one of those, they launched something past the machines, and then they build something. Like the machines kill like 1,000 miles worth of territory, and they're still coming. We launch past that, the line of theirs deep into the 1,000 miles and start to repopulate from there. Start to repair the biosphere. I don't know. I'm assuming so. You just have to hope the machines didn't have no reason to come back around. But it's going to be the end of episode 17 of Horizon Zero Dawn on the PS5, folks. If y'all like what you see and want to see more of me, give me a like, follow, subscribe here on YouTube or both. Drop a comment, check out some of the other playlists, share around some of the other playlists, bang the bell. Follow the links to my Twitch to get to my YouTube. Follow the links to my YouTube to get to my Twitch. And wherever you folks happen to be, have yourselves a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night. And God bless you.